under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Board Member Alba? Here. Board Member Piscopati?
Here.
Board Member Malloy?
Here.
Board Member Storm? Here. Supervisor Dowd?
Here. Entertain a motion for approval of previous town board minutes.
I'll make that motion.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Supervisor's financial report, May 2016. Donations from Pine Hill Rotary, $2,500. Ulster County sales tax, $30,577.03. New York State DOT parcels, Route 42, $9,340.29. Ambulance fees, $3,103.46. Town clerk fees, $90.42. Cell tower, $917.75. Justice fees, $10,862. Zoning permits, $50. Building permit fees, $2,288. Dog licenses, $197. Pine Hill water rates, $5,000. Supervisor interest, $15,000. Total, $79,925.95. Communications. Month of June 2016. Flood mitigation. On May 18th of last month, the town received a letter of final determination from FEMA concerning the new flood maps. Upon receipt of this letter, the town now has 6 months to adopt the maps and accompanying flood insurance study which sets flood elevations and areas throughout the town. This will affect flood insurance rates for anyone within these boundaries. You're not required to maintain flood insurance if you own your home outright, but if you have a federally backed mortgage, you will be required to have and maintain the flood insurance. Rates vary depending upon your proximity and elevation in relation to the estimated flood elevations. We are awaiting a new flood model floodplain ordinance that also must be adopted along with the new maps. That ordinance is to be provided shortly by the New York State DEC. Once received, the planning, zoning, and town boards will review and may add to the ordinance with more specific details concerning our town. We anticipate that we will fully adopt the ordinance, maps, and flood study by October or November. We will work to post copies of the new maps on the town website for you to review. If you have any questions about the new maps or floodplains, you can call our newly certified floodplain manager, Code Officer Warren Tutt. Last month, Warren passed his exam as a certified floodplain manager at a conference in Saratoga. Highway Superintendent Eric Hoffmeister, Planning Board Chair Don Brewer, and I welcome him to the ranks and thank him in advance for alleviating some of the issues we've been handling over the past few years. Of course, we will all still be available for questioning on flooding and the regulations, but this opens up the way for the town to get registered with the community rating system, which can help us reduce flood insurance rates town-wide, depending upon our activities and efforts over the past few years. Congratulations to Warren. Ambulance. We have a resolution tonight to adopt a new contract with our ambulance employees. This is following the recent audit by the Department of Labor and discovery of deficiencies between the town and the ambulance department employees. This contract is similar in scope with the highway and police contracts, in detailing employee-employer responsibilities and clearly outlining benefits and wage compensation. In this contract specifically, the department is holding to 0% this year, 0% next year, 1% in 2018, and 2% in 2019. This contract should help us solidify the actions of the department moving forward, as well as standardized vehicle replacement policies, benefits for full-time employees, and outline their responsibilities. All this will help us secure our award-winning advanced life-saving ambulance department, a necessity that we all wish to protect for our residents and visitors alike. Phoenicia Water. The selection committee for the Phoenicia Water District met last week and reviewed the 2 applications for engineering for the Community Development Block Grant. Malone and McBroom was selected to assist the district in implementing several projects within the scope of the grant. We anticipate meeting with the administrator, the MARC project, and engineers and members of the Water District over the next month to outline a schedule for all the activities to be accomplished under the grant. Recreation. Excuse me. We have several annual resolutions concerning summer recreation. One is to reappoint the director and assistant director who have done a wonderful job building on the program year after year. We will again be going to the Bel Air Lake and Pine Hill via Ulster County Area Transit for 14 days this summer. On the other 2 days, we will be looking for private transportation to take the children on 2 field trips. One is the ever-popular trip to Zoom Flume Water Park in Durham, New York. And this year, our second trip will again be something unique. The children will be going to New York City to Bryant Park to take in the park, the carousel, some Metropolitan Fair, and maybe visit the New York Public Library, or at least take pictures. Then they will stroll down the street past the Chrysler Building to take a tour of the United Nations Building. This trip will give them the opportunity to explore a park in the middle of metropolitan New York, a place many of them may never visit, and meet people from all over the world at the UN. This truly is a unique trip that we think the kids and adults will enjoy and remember. And lastly, as always, the last day of camp will be the Shandaken's Got Talent show, where all the kids show their talents in singing, dancing, tumbling, and whatever makes them unique. We hope the kids have a fun and sunny summer. Highway. We continue checking bridges off our list, and this month we will be awarding the bid for the Little Peck Hollow Bridge replacement, again being paid through FEMA. Eric feels confident that we may receive word during the month to advertise for bids for the Pantherville Bridge under the New York Rising Program. So we may be accepting or awarding bids for the project next month. Also, he has some old equipment he would like to auction off while replacing one, specifically a backhoe. We will save thousands of dollars by purchasing the used backhoe, and will save more by auctioning the one we have in possession. Due to the holiday next month, on the first Monday, being July 4th, our next regular meeting is scheduled for Monday, July 11th, 2016 at 7 p.m. That'll ask the councilmen if they have any announcements or events. Joyce?
Yes. Okay, so we have the cemetery volunteer committee we started last fall. So now we're looking for volunteers. We got the committee down pat. So we really need some volunteers, and we have over 30 cemeteries in the town of Shandaken that are in disrepair, overgrown. They're going to get lost in the woods if we don't get some volunteers to come in and help us cut back some of the brush. So we're going to start with the Cure Cemetery in High Mount, and the Big Indian Cemetery in Matthias Road, and the Chichester Church Cemetery. So if you'd like to volunteer, we're most likely going to do it on Fridays or Saturdays, Rich, right? Whatever the volunteers want. We get more volunteers for whatever day, and we've got a few people signed up. Just call my office at 688-5004, email me, Facebook me, whatever you want to do. So all you need to do is have bug spray and some kind of gardening tools, cutting tools, right? We have chainsaw. Trimmers are good. All that good stuff. Okay, coming events. The Phoenicia Library plant sale is June 11th in Phoenicia. And the town of Shandaken long-awaited metal pickup is going to be Monday, June 13th through Friday, June 17th. The Highway Department asks that you put all metal out on the road on Sunday, June 12th. Not before, not after. Pickup begins at the west end of town in High Mount and proceeds east to Mount Trumper. If you do not have metal ready when we pass, we will not return. Sunday, June 12th at 4 p.m. is a concert at 90 Main in Phoenicia by the Woodstock Community Choir. It's a free event. Everybody's welcome. Phoenicia Fish and Game is having their monthly breakfast on June 18th, Saturday, 9 to 11. And the 6th annual Bruce Story Memorial Golf Tournament is Monday, June 20th. It's a fundraiser, and it's $125 a person. It includes golf, lunch, and dinner at the Phoenician. Golfing will be at Chrisman's Country Club in Wyndham. And if you'd like to sign up, call Chad Story at 688-7388. All money raised will go to Bruce Story Neil Grant Perpetual Fund to benefit Shandaken youth activities. June 25th and 26th is the Free Fishing Weekend by New York State DEC. No fishing license required. On Sunday, June 26th is the 31st annual Big Indian Car Show at the Big Indian Park. This year's trophies will be awarded to the top 40 vehicles up to 1996. You can contact Mary Lou Stapleton for more information. 254-4238. And last, the Upstate Spay and Neuter mobile van will be at the Town Hall in Shandaken here again on July 2nd. They do low-cost rabies and distemper shots, and they also do spay and neuter, any other kind of medical treatment you need for your dog or cat. And their number, if you'd like to make an appointment, 845-901-4637, and you do not need an appointment for rabies shots or this, that. That's it.
And just to back up a moment, there was something I kind of breezed over in a financial report, and I wanted to give some recognition. Again, Pine Hill Fleischman's Rotary made a donation of $2,500 to our Parks and Rec donation account. So I want to give kudos to them and thank them very much for their donation. With that, we will move on to committee reports. Rich.
Good evening. The May 2016 report of Town of Shandaken Ambulance total calls received was 29. When mutual aid was the Woodstock Fire District. Mutual aid was not received. On behalf of the ambulance service, I'd like to thank the town board for their consideration tonight regarding the first ever contractual agreement between the town and the ambulance service. This important step now allows our hard-working, dedicated staff to finally be afforded employment options and benefits that their fellow workers in both the police department and highway department have been afforded for many, many years, as well as provides a semblance of stability in the future for those that are fortunate enough to work here. Much gratitude is extended to Supervisor Stanley, Council Member and Ambulance Liaison Gail Alba, and the Negotiations Committee of the Town of Shandaken Ambulance Service, all of whom have dedicated many hours to ensuring that both a fair and fiscally responsible contract is negotiated. So on another note, with the improving weather comes our usual myriad of hazards. Be particularly aware of individuals sharing the roadway, such as bicyclists and pedestrians. And if way by tube, be cognizant of hazards and always pay attention to your pre-departure instructions. They can save your life. Thanks.
Thank you, Rich. Please.
Good evening. Okay, so every monthly report for May, we handled 267 calls for service, 41 tickets issued, and 3 arrests. The highlight of this month is our brand new police car that we had just got a couple months ago. Something happened with the engine, so Ford had to send a flatbed to get it. Let's say Rhinebeck Ford, we should have it back within a week or so. But on another note, instead of replacing a car this year, I was able to get a surplus Ford Interceptor donated from the Metropolitan Transportation Authority Police Department. It's a 2010 Crown Victoria. It's got 60,000 miles on it. It came fully equipped with all lights and all the equipment that we have inside. The only thing I had to do was put a radio in it and our computer system, obviously. So that should save us on buying a car this year.
Thanks. Thank you, Chief Story. There you go. Finish water, Alfred.
Well, the good news is we got rain. We got 2 inches of rain, which is quite a bit. And Rick was complaining for days about inadequate rain, so that's really good. He had a lot of trouble on Memorial Day weekend keeping up with the demand. Rick can give you really good specifics on it. But he couldn't keep the tower up to the normal level. It was below level. How long, Rick?
About 5-6 hours.
Yeah, so the third pump is necessary. And he needs a vehicle. Still.
I had a call from Brookside, I meant to get over there,
All right.
and I didn't get a chance to look at it. So.
Okay. Next meeting on the 20th, 6:30 and 11.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Rick, did you want to mention about, I understand you found another leak?
Yeah, I just found one today in front of the sportsman's shuttle. So we're going to have to take that up.
All right. So could that have been contributing factor in the elevation for the tower?
No,
Loss of water?
no.
No.
But it's right at the shut-off.
Yeah. No better when we dig it up.
Right.
Good. Pine Hill Water report. Museum, Rich.
Working on displays for the Shandaken Day. We had some ideas for fundraising were discussed. Planning, as Joyce mentioned, cleaning up the cemeteries that are overgrown within the town. Last month we had 21 visitors in May, and continue to get requests for genealogy research every weekend. We're planning to replace the circulator in the furnace room for the heater. We have to repair the concrete step at the base of the fire escape in the back of the building. And we're working on replacing the boards along the walkway and also the boards that are on the benches that are outside, because I'm afraid somebody sits on them, they're going to fall through. So, and flowers have been planted in the urns along the walkway. And that's basically it for May.
I understand there was some interesting story about some sisters that came looking for photos of their mother.
Yeah, it was Saturday, I believe. I was up there and Kathleen and I were talking in the office, and 2 cars pulled in, and it was 3 sisters that their grandparents owned one of the hotels in Pine Hill, and it was turned over to their children, who are these sisters' parents. And their mother went to school in Pine Hill, and so they went up to the people that own the house now, the old boarding house, and they sent them down to the museum, and they asked if we had any pictures of the school children. Well, we had from Chichester and Phoenician and all over Pine Hill and whatever. And we flipped through the books and looked down, and there was their mother. She was about that tall. They'd never had any pictures of their mother when she was young. And the 3 sisters, the tears started rolling down their eyes. They hugged each other. It was a real special moment for them. And they're going to be back next weekend.
Nice. Well, I'm glad we could help.
Recreation. Morning.
We got the summer rec mailing out on Friday to all the post offices except Chichester. That went this morning. I'm busy trying to collect cost estimates for work in Smith Park. As you know, we have a O'Connor Foundation grant, and part of that donation from the Rotary was to help with the match. We're eager to get going on doing the work. Our next meeting is Thursday, June 23rd, 3 p.m. at Town Hall. On another note, we have a committee in Big Indian called Big Indian Beautification, and we've scheduled our annual roadside trash pickup or cleanup this coming Saturday, rain or shine. We start at 10 o'clock in the morning at the Big Indian Firehouse. We stop at noon promptly and all have a celebratory lunch provided by the Peekaboos. And believe me, it's worth it for the lunch. Donations come in to Big Indian. We send out an annual letter, and they're coming in, and we purchase flowers, and they're planting the pots right now. We're going in practically as I speak.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, hook him with that lunch from the people, so that's what we're doing.
Okay, with that, we'll do Shandaken Day. Sadly, I left that off the list this month. Tina, do you want to update?
Things are rolling.
Things are rolling.
They're rolling right along.
So, unique this year, I guess I might as well announce it. Unique this year, we've had an event called the Shandaken Cup for a couple of years now. And it started out as a tug of war between the emergency services departments. What was happening though is because the fire departments were there either cooking lunch or were not there, it was tough to get them coordinated to do the tug of war. And actually we had down in Mount Tremper, I remember the ambulance squad was pulling on the rope, and a call came in and half of the rope just dropped because they had to bail out.
We were winning, by the way.
Yeah. I said that every year. Every year they were winning. So what we came up with is we want to change the Shandaken Cup this year into, there was something on YouTube that got posted called Human Foosball, where you basically set up a foosball table, scaling it up to human size, and you put 5, 6 people on a foosball table, human-sized foosball table on the ground, obviously not elevated. Hay bales or 2x4s and plywood to make the field, and play foosball. So the idea was that instead of it having to be members of the departments, that we would open it up to teams that represent a local not-for-profit organization. There will be a monetary award. That amount is yet to be determined. We're waiting for our corporate sponsors to kick in. But there will be a monetary award for whoever wins the Tournament of Champions, if you will, in foosball for whatever not-for-profit it may be. So it could be a fire department, could be an ambulance squad, could be a library, it could be anything you wish it to be, as long as it's a local not-for-profit organization. So we can cut a check. You don't have to be a member of that organization either. Just represent them. Get a team together and say, we're fighting for the Big Indian Olive Reef Fire. That's fine. So I think it's going to be a first come, first serve, basically about 8 teams. It's about all we can handle. And we'll see how it goes this year and see if we can build this into something again. So
is someone gonna throw a ball out at the?
Oh, yeah, there'll be a ball.
Like to protect, your team has to protect the ball or something?
no, just like foosball. You got to get it in the goal, like soccer.
Get in the goal,
Yeah,
right.
get in the goal, and whoever wins will time it probably 15 games. It is soccer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're stuck on
Yeah.
you're stuck on a piece of PVC.
Oh,
you
you
can only
can't
move
move
back and
it.
forth this
Right,
way.
right,
You can't
yeah.
run around the
Yeah,
field. So
that'd be fun.
And how many people on each team?
I believe it's 5. We had said 5 or 6, something like that. 5 with a goalie. So it was probably 2, 3 and a goalie. So something along those lines. We can't go full bore. I mean, that would take up the entirety of a Big Indian part, just about. But we'll see how it goes this year. So we're going to try it and hopefully have some fun. On to public comments and resolutions. If there's no comments, we will move on to motions, and I don't believe you need a motion. Discuss that other issue.
Rob,
Sorry. Yes.
can we comment on this flood plan?
Once we get through the resolutions, we can go open public comment, and we can discuss all that. So with that, we'll move on to resolutions.
Resolution 101-16, resolution to pay all bills. Whereas the Department of Audit and Control require town boards to sign and inspect all vouchers coming into the town for payment to number and total amounts from each fund. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board authorize the following vouchers paid. From the general fund, $33,875.67. From the highway fund, $147,107.87. Phoenicia Water, $5,898.28. Pine Hill Water, $1,374.90. Phoenicia Lights, $961.43. Chichester Lights, $1,038.31. Pine Hill Lights, $553.20. For a total of $190,809.66, and I move its adoption.
I'll second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeSclafani?
Yes.
Board Member Moy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Connor?
Yes.
Resolution 10216, award bid Phoenicia Water District, CDBG engineer. Whereas pursuant to Resolution 100-16, the Town of Shandaken Town Board advertised for and received bids for the Phoenicia Water District CDBG engineer. Whereas on May 23, 2016, the following bids were received and accepted as qualified bidders. Malone and McBroom, 231 Main Street, Suite 102, New Paltz, New York, 12561. Tetra Tech, 1000 The American Road, Morris Plains, New Jersey, 07950. Therefore, be resolved that after review of the town's review committee, the Town of Shandaken Town Board awarded Phoenicia Water District CDBG engineer bid to Malone and McBroom, 231 Main Street, Suite 102, New Paltz, New York, 12561, and I move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeSclafani?
Yes.
Board Member Moy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Connor?
Yes. Resolution 10316, approving town ambulance contract. Whereas the town of Shandaken owns and operates the Shandaken Ambulance Department, and whereas recently the town was notified of certain deficiencies under federal labor laws concerning the methodology of payment and scheduling of ambulance employees, and whereas the town has worked diligently to correct those deficiencies, including standardizing scheduling, overtime requirements, and protocols within the ambulance department, and whereas the town officials and employees of the town ambulance department recently met to negotiate a contract with the town in order to meet a legal understanding of what is expected of the town and the employees. And whereas all parties in attendance have reached an accord And whereas the Shandaken Ambulance Department employees met on May 29, 2016, and by majority vote ratified the contents of the new contract, therefore be it resolved that the Town of Shandaken Town Board hereby approves the contract as negotiated for the period of January 1, 2016 through December 31, 2019, including all terms agreed to through negotiation and ratification, and move its adoption.
Second.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storm?
Yes.
Supervisor Sam?
Yes.
So you want to read all?
Sure.
Resolution 104-16. Yes, you may relax. It's going to take a while. Resolution of time approvals for New York State Retirement System. Whereas the New York State Retirement System requires a report to be filed with their offices listing those employees and elected and appointed officials enrolled in the system. Therefore, be it resolved that the Town of Shandaken hereby establishes the following as standard work days for elected and appointed officials, and will report the following days' work to the New York State and local employees' retirement system based on the timekeeping system records. Okay. The only one we're missing is Tim Malloy in here. Oh, he's not in it. Okay, so that was my question. All right, Robert Stanley, supervisor, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 22.8. Gail Alba, town board, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 2.83. Peter Descalfani, elected appointed title town board, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 2.57. Faye Storms, town board, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 3.22. Joyce A. Grant, elected town clerk, standard day work hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 22.67. Eric Hoffmeister, highway superintendent, standard workday hours 8, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 23.5. Peter DeMonca, elected title assessor chair, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 14.21. Dave Channon, assessor part-time, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 1.67. Tom Crusade, town justice, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, no. Days a month based on record 6. Chad Story, police chief, standard workday hours 8, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 10.96. Richard Moyerari.
What?
Richard M. Ambulance chief, standard workday hours 8, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 5.56. Rick Riccadella.
14. Oh, yeah, we changed it. That's
You
right.
changed it?
Yeah.
Okay, 5.56.
Yeah.
Richard Riccadella.
Yes.
Phoenicia, water superintendent, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, yes. Days a month based on record 22.86. And finally, Donald Clark, Pine Hill water superintendent, standard workday hours 7, participates in timekeeping, no. Days a month based on record 11. I move its adoption.
I second it.
Board Member Alba?
Yes.
Board Member DeScalani?
Yes.
Board Member Malloy?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Stanley?
Yes.
Resolution 105-16. Resolution appointing summer recreation director and assistant. Whereas under section 20, notes of decision 9 of the town law, the town board shall appoint all employees of the town. Therefore, be it resolved that the town board of the town of Shandaken appoints the following personnel. Rayla Susan Hart, recreational director, $600 weekly. Manuela Jean Perry, assistant recreation specialist, $400 weekly. for the purpose of coordinating and managing the Town of Shandaken Summer Recreation Program to run from Tuesday, July 12, 2016, through and including Thursday, August 18, 2016, and move its adoption.
I'll second that.
Board Member Albert?
Yes.
Board Member DeStefani?
Yes.
Board Member Lloyd?
Yes.
Board Member Storms?
Yes.
Supervisor Skibby?
Yes.